Hey everyone, so this is the re-recording of November 12th trades. The recording I had and I made on the 12th, I didn't realize I forgot to record the audio, so I finally found the time to re-record this. I'm not going to do um, the same type of uh, review session as I normally do, where I go over missed trades and I really go into depth. I just wanted to uh, have something there um, to at least show that I did do the video record, so I can stay in that, every day have it, or every trading day have a video review session. And I didn't want to just have one missed day just because I didn't record the audio. So here I am, re-recording it. From my notes here, the 12th, it was a bad day. Seems like I didn't follow my plan. Um, when the first line goes, today was another bad day. I didn't follow my plan, didn't be patient, didn't focus, forced bad trades, missed good trades, didn't have clear stops on my trades. In some of the trades today, I entered off stop after entering the position, looking for a good spot to exit. I should have a clear spot before every trade where the trade is wrong, where the premise of the trade is no longer valid. I don't feel like I had a clear spot in my trades today, but I did have a clear spot in the trades I missed besides the early money push lower. Um, so, that pretty much just sums up how today was. It was bad. Not today, but the 12th was. It wasn't a good day. Obviously I missed some moves. I'll go over this quick missed trade here. But it was the push lower here. NQ is kind of hovering over its lows. It's not able to trade much higher. You can see here, not much trading at 55.50. Bids breaks again with a stop probably above at 55.75. There it hit. I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. But you can kind of see, as soon as NQ starts breaking lower and ES starts breaking lower, that might have given you the clue. Right around here, start getting short. You see not too much buying. I just wanted to show that as part of the context of where it was, what was currently happening. So market was pushing lower, and here at the 50s and 50-50 and 50-25. And this is what I took note of, is 50-50 wasn't trading too much, and there wasn't too many buyers lifting the offer compared to the sellers hitting the bid at 50-25. And I saw this, even though buyers stepped up a little, but sellers ultimately hit the bid enough to break it. This should have been the entry of the trade, and I'll go through the whole trade in just a second, but I just wanted to make note of this should have been the entry. Now let's watch the whole trade. It's pretty fast. I mean, it's pretty quick. Boom, that's it. But entering on that 50-25, 50-50 level, as soon as it broke, stop at 50.75, 50 even the entry, or 49.75 the entry, push into here, peel one, notice kind of the stalling of selling into the bids, peel another, started to rise a little, notice offers breaking, could have peeled the last one right there, covered, rather than entering at, where did I enter? I entered at 49, it looks like. I'll rewatch it one more time. Yeah, 49 even. Entered there. Obviously NQ not pushing lower and making new lows, as ES is now trying to push its lows, so that could have given me a sign to also just flatten the whole position right there. Obviously didn't do it. Some notes I got into this trade is got in at the final push lower, as the market was pushing lower throughout the whole morning, or not the whole morning, but from the beginning, from the cash open to 2 minutes, the market was starting to push lower. This should have been the entry should have been at the 50 even, and below the 50.25 bid was when the 50.25 bid went offer. That's when I should have entered. My stop would have been, above 50-50 or 50-75, depending on if I had a volume stop or such. Obviously, I didn't. Right after getting into this trade, I anticipated a quick move downwards, but price stalled and it covered quickly. That was probably the only good thing about this trade is I noticed I wasn't immediately right, so I'm gonna cover. Um, I think that's good based on the strategy I'm playing. I'm playing breakouts of the intraday highs and lows, and if it's not immediately breaking out, and I'm seeing stalling and I'm seeing lack of selling and a little bit more buying pickup, if in the short position, then it makes sense to cover. So that's the only really good thing I did out of that trade. NQ was also not able to push lower and reach its lows. Price would eventually start trading higher. So as you can see, price kind of went back up from these lows. As we'll see in a second, pushes a little lower. Oh, well, can't see now. Then it traded up higher to the 50s and 50-25s. But this could have been, I don't remember the actual price action here and what moved. Yeah, so yeah, it did trade harder. I don't really remember this day's trading. And interesting here, this is, I didn't know this, but this 51.75, 52 play could have been definitely a good play with the amount trading into the 51.75 offer, but the lack of trading into the 52 evens. So I just noticed that now. Just want to make note of that. So price starts ticking up, offer starts to hold. Not much trading happening at the 52 evens, but sellers immediately hitting the bid, breaking the bid. Offer is now standing. Bid goes lower to the 51.50s. Bid breaks. Now offer stepping lower and not allowing them to get back into that price pair of the 51.75, the 51.50 bid, 51.75 offer. And that's interesting. So we'll see here. They do get back up, but then no more trading here, and sellers immediately bring it back down. Could have been a good trade with a 52.25 stop because it's above the 52 evens. And if they're willing to break this, if offers are willing to break here, that means there's still buyers willing to buy above 51.75 and 52 even. So that invalidates the trade because the idea of this trade is, they're willing to buy 51.75, but they're not willing to buy one tick higher. What makes them able to buy two ticks higher? And if it shows that they are willing to buy two ticks higher, then the trade premise is wrong. But I just saw that now. I didn't actually see that in the notes. I just observed that now watching this, which is interesting. The next trade here you'll see in a second. I get short. Don't see it play out immediately. Place a stop. Looks like I place a one limit stop. Yeah, so I had one. So my clip size was 1. So when I placed the stop here, because I waited so long to place a stop, it was just a 1 contract stop. I mean, this is as bad as trading as you can kind of get for me. Well, I don't want to say for me. That sounds a little arrogant, but what I mean is it's just bad. This is bad trading. This is a good example of bad trading. I see we're reaching near the lows. I see the bids kind of hold. And then I finally see them break, but now they're not willing to sell any lower. They should have been a flatten at the 50.25s or even 50 evens. Not only that, I should have had my stop already in the market. And my stop should have already been placed at the 50.75s, not after price move. So as soon as this bid broke, immediately sold, placed stop 50.75, and then I see this price action, sellers not willing to really hit lower at the 49.75s. That should have been a cover, flying right there and there. Also, watching NQ, you can't see the low in the DOM. I mean, you got a lot of prices. You have about 10 whole points showing on the DOM, about a little bit more, maybe 12, 13. Point is, I mean, if you can't see, the low 10 points away, then, and we're near the low here on the ES, the trade's not as strong as I'd like it to be. The other index isn't as pushing lower. I don't know if I've made note of this, but I still need to contact Jigsaw because for some reason I can't open the E-mini DAO contract. For some reason I can't download the instrument on Jigsaw, so I do need to contact them about that. That's why I don't have the DAO. I would have the DAO and it would be showing, so I can get more kind of confirmation that the whole market's going down. So the break's going to be a little bit higher. If the whole market's also trending lower and pushing lower, then I would think that the push lower in the ES would be greater than if the whole market's kind of stagnating and slowing, and then ES is trading lower and breaks its low. If the NASDAQ futures and the Dow futures are not reacting the same, it doesn't make sense how the ES would be trading lower and not the other indices. I don't know. That's how I think about it. But that's trade number 2. Going on to trade number 3. Let me find the timestamp for trade number 3. Trade number 3, 66, 35, 32. So we'll watch the trade real quick, and then we will go over it. So again, another good example of bad trading. I can obviously see my entry point here, 56 evens, 55, 75, with the offer holding. Oh shoot, I pressed skip back. But 56 evens, offers kind of holding. Sellers bring it back lower as soon as it goes 56 bid and 56 even bid and 56.25 offer. Sellers immediately push that bid down and bring it down. But then finally bid started to hold at the 56.25s after breaking, and seeing that should have been my entry, and I should have gotten in at 56.50, which I did actually. But I don't think I got in for the actually no, I should have gone in at 56.25, not 56.50. Should have gone in at 56.25, because as soon as I see 56 holding, I should have entered after I saw this break and then hold 56.25 in. A little fast. I don't know for sure if I'd be able to get the 56.25 entry. Probably get to 56.50. But the real badness of this trade is, 2-3 seconds in, still no stop. Stop's gone, and my stop would have been hit because the premise was the trade was that sellers aren't willing to trade lower than 55.75, and buyers are willing to buy it back. Buyers aren't allowing sellers to sell lower, so the stop would have been 55.50 as buyers keep lifting the offer higher, and then sellers have to sell higher, but then eventually buyers hold the bid at 56 even, and now sellers can't break it, and buyers are still willing to buy at higher prices. So that's the premise of the trade. Stop at 55.50. Volume stop at 55.75. But still, if we look back at the entry, let me see if I would get filled. So let's see here. So looking, trade a little higher. Possibly not got filled. Should have flattened there, definitely. I did. One thing I want to make note of is how I didn't quickly take profits on the trade. I didn't immediately just peel one. I don't know if my plan doesn't my plan tells me to peel near its high around here in these 4 ticks, but I should have been a little conscious of the high volume trading at 57.25. So, there's a lot of past uh, sellers hitting the bid when the bid was 57.25. Probably should have made note of that. NQ was near its high, trading higher. Was it pushing higher? Doesn't look like it wasn't able to push higher. But the big thing I noticed about this trade was after I placed my stop and I saw it kind of get back to my entry point, I'm pretty sure I canceled my stop there. I can't. Ooh, that is bad. That is very, very bad of me. I mean, that was so wrong and such a bad decision on my part. When the market was giving me the opportunity of getting out with a little loss or maybe break even, and I didn't take it, and I took it for granted, and I thought, oh, it's near my entry again, maybe price will start rising back up and I'll make a profit. Nope. Obviously didn't happen. Should have seen it. Should have seen as we started trading higher. Offer kind of hold on low volume. And now more buyers are lifting the offer, but still holding, and sellers can hit the bid and break the bid quite easily. Then sellers stepping down and not letting buyers back up. I mean, that should have just been. I should have been out by then. I should have, getting out at that break even. That should have been it right there. Once when I saw it tick down near the stop, the theoretical stop, as I would have placed it if I were to trade it now. 2020 hindsight, of course, but if I were to trade it now, I would have gone out break even. Or maybe with a 1 tick loss if I hit the bid. If I sold and hit the bid instead, rather than press the limit order. Yeah, it's just. This is just another bad trade. I canceled my stop, which I can't get over. I'm glad I came to my senses and decided to just flatten the position, but man, this is Thursday, and my trading was this bad. This is a bad day for me. It's not even that it was a big. This trade wasn't even a big loss. It shows this trade. 635 shows I actually only lost $50 on this trade, which is interesting. I don't exactly know how, but apparently I did. Anyway, apparently it shows I only lost 50 on it, but the point is that this isn't what this is bad. This is such a bad trade, and the things I need to fix it are definitely on track to fixing, based upon Friday's performance. If we watch the Friday review, you can see that the first trade, it was another bad trade, but I immediately just told myself to focus. I want to be proud today. I want to feel proud of my trades today, and I accomplished that Friday. And next week I'm gonna keep doing that, where I'm gonna say to myself, I want to feel proud at the end of the day that I followed my plan. I want to constantly follow the plan, because that's all I can do. I can't control the outcome. I can only just execute. So that's trade number 3. One thing I wrote about this was poor trade because of how there was no stop initially placed. This would have taken me out of the trade, but this would have been according to my plan. Again, just because I get stopped out doesn't mean it's a bad trade. If I get stopped out and the stop is above, or the stop is the price point where the hypothesis for the trade is no longer valid, that's a good trade. If all other criteria is met, where I'm looking at NQ the entry's not in some, in the middle of the range, and of course this is based on my strategy, but if it's not in the middle of the range, the criteria to enter, you see some absorption and then the absorption break and so on, and is if all that's met, even if I get stopped out, it's a good trade. It's a great trade. The trade entry was okay because I don't think I would have. I maybe would have gone 56.25, maybe if I was fast enough, but most likely 56.50. But it was a bad trade. I mean, when price got back to break even, or maybe a one tick loss, I should have gone out, but I was too biased for breaking higher. So that was a big mistake. We'll go over trade number 4. This is the last trade of the day. 6:37. You can also see here my day ends at 6:37. My trading session ends at 6:37. Where Friday, I had to stop trading because the morning session. I'm trading the morning session from 6:30 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, and I had to stop at 8:30. Even though I did, price was reaching near its current high. The plan has me stop at 8:30. I just wanted to make note of that. Today 7 minutes, or Thursday 7 minutes, Friday 2 hours. That's a huge difference, and the results show too. This was a losing day, max loss day. The other day it was I think. It was, I think, a 1.5% gain. I don't know for sure, but it was, there was, the outcome shows for itself. Anyway, trade number 4. Let's see if we can find it. All right. Okay. All right. This one, I can't exactly see where the entry is. Like, I don't understand. I don't really. I guess right here when the 55.75 breaks, or 55.75 breaks, but. And I don't understand why I didn't peel right there after seeing offer hold and yeah, every time I tick right back up, immediately less than my I can see it. It immediately brings it back down to the 56.50 bid, 56.75 offer. When 56.75 goes bid, sellers immediately hit that bid, bring it back down to being offer. This trade, it's it's so bad. Jeez, man, the entry is way off. I don't even see, even watching it now, I guess the entry would be right here at the 55.75 breaking after holding, and sellers not really willing to sell too much, but then they do, and I don't know. This trade I don't see working. I don't know. Oh, this is past the entry. Let's rewatch that one more time. So this is the actual entry that just a second ago I was talking about a minute after. So this is the actual price action before I got in. So NQ is pushing higher, making new highs. ES is not. ES is stalling a little, having a little tougher time. All right, buyer's not willing to step up as much. Then I see him be able to step up. Seller's not willing to bring it back down. Bid starts to hold. Boom, enter 56.25, not 57 even. Stop 55.75. Yeah, I mean, I can't explain this because it's so stupid. I'll be honest, this is such a stupid trade of mine. I placed a stop for the wrong entry. I mean, this trade, it's again a really poor trade. You know, NQ is now trading off its highs. So as soon as I enter, you can see NQ kind of follow ES as it can't push new highs and just start tanking. You can also see as soon as you reach 57 evens, buyers don't buy, sellers break the bid quite easily. 101, offers being refreshed every time the 56.75 goes bid, immediately back down to the offer. You can't even see it because it's so fast. And then now sellers starting to come back in and break the bid with I can't get the exact number, but it was like 20 contracts or something like that. They were to break it with just 20 contracts. 22 contracts, and then it just drops. 8 market makers pull it. 8. It's just, this trade was poor, very, very bad. Some notes I took about this one. Excuse me. Giving this trade a poor rating because even though it did have a stop placed, it was the wrong stop for the entry. I also didn't pay attention to what the price action was telling me. That could have gotten me a clue about what is to come, and that clue of what is to come is the price action happening at the 57s and the 56.75 offer. Just right here that tells. That speaks. It's the market literally telling me, hey, I wrote it down here. It was the market giving me a clue saying, hey, sellers aren't letting price above these prices, or price rise above these prices. Probably shouldn't be long right now. I didn't listen, and apparently I was focusing on something else. I also wrote NQ at the time was near its highs, was failing to make higher highs. It created new highs but ticks apart from old highs, and it fell. I did get stopped out soon after placing the stop. So again, this is a very, very poor trade. I'm surprised on how I didn't see it as poor. My notes here are they're nicer than what I'm talking about them right now. And but it's just such a poor. Thursday was such a poor trading day, and it made me think how I'm not proud of today's trading, and not today's. I keep saying that, but I'm not proud of Thursday's trading, and all throughout Thursday afternoon and the night, I did my reviews, the trade notes, the day review notes. I did the video review. Obviously, no one saw it because it's being unrecorded. But the point is that I paused the recording. I don't know how it looks when you actually watch it, but I actually can't even remember what I was talking about. Sorry. Anyway, the point is okay, I remember. It was Thursday. All I could think about was after the review sessions and all that. I just forgot about the day's trades, Thursday's trades, and I was focused on Friday, trying to make sure that I was doing the best I could on Friday. And that Friday, at the end of the day, I felt proud, and I was proud of what happened and proud of the day's trades, and that's what I did. So I'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. This is kind of a short review because I already re-recorded it. I already recorded it, and this is the re-record because I forgot to record the audio. But I just wanted to go over it one more time to have that, to have the video there, so people can watch or I can rewatch later down the line. But again, thank you guys for watching. Have a good Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.